Hi everyone, Julia Hepburn is here. After 44 days of rain, we can finally experience a little bit of sun here in UK. You have no idea how excited I am because I was almost fed up with everything. I didn't have the energy to go out, create picture or do something. But yeah, finally, with a little bit of vitamin D, I guess we can do something. Today I decided that I wanted to improve my experience while I'm shooting with a film camera. I'm going to use the Yashica Electro 35, that is a rangefinder camera. You can find a video of this camera that I did a few months ago somewhere. As my very first experience with a rangefinder, I think that time I just go with the flow, just to understand how a rangefinder camera actually works. But I was doing a lot of research and also about other rangefinders camera. And I think I really needed to improve my game here for multiple reasons. I would like to use this type of camera in my street photography journey, and I can see myself that I'm taking too much time about focusing, and I didn't really push myself to photograph like more close up or like people in movement, etc. I don't blame myself because it was the first time using that camera, but as you know, we are here to grow and to improve ourselves. So as I told you, I did a few research and I'm going to test today the zone focusing with this camera. I'm gonna also show you how to do zone focusing to understand better this process. I'm quite excited to test it because I never done it before, and from all the creators and other video and all the Reddit that I read is actually like the best method to be a little bit more snappier and to focus properly if you want to do street photography. Again, just to upgrade my game with photography. Also, zone focusing is not something that is only related to rangefinder camera. You can actually use it with any type of other camera when you want to shoot manual. And I think, I don't want to put myself in a promise that I don't know if I can maintain, but I would like to shoot more manual even with my digital camera because I think I really enjoyed the experience in film camera, and I would like to translate this process also with my digital cameras. I think it will be an interesting improvement, or at least something new to try. But let me explain what is zone focusing.
The three key elements of zone focusing are aperture, focus ring, and distance. Instead of focusing on a specific subject, you preset your focus to a certain distance and rely on the depth of field to keep the whole zone in focus. For zone focusing, you should use f8 or smaller because we want more depth of field, meaning more of the scene will be sharp. Now, the most important thing to look at is the set of the markings on the focus ring, specifically the number that sit between the two 8 indicator on the lens. Those markings show us our focus zone. If I set my focus around 2 meters, everything between roughly 2 and 3 meters will be sharp. If my subject is standing within that distance range, I don't need to refocus, I can just shoot. If my subject is further away, I can adjust the focus ring towards a longer distance. For example, if I focus further out, my sharper zone might stretch from around 6 meters to infinity. That means anything in that range will appear acceptably sharp.
For today's picture, we're going to use this. Let me reread it. The color Zelos 200 is the first time using this type of film. I really like the canister that is all in metal. We have 36 exposure in ISO 200, and I would like to give myself a time slot to shoot like today, not to push myself in the sense, I have to rush, but more to have like some kind of boundaries. I think sometimes I get a little bit distracted by the many possibility that I have, and it's not great because it makes me like wondering, oh, maybe I can do this, maybe I can do that, and I don't like to be in this type of situation. So what I can do to improve this type of attitude is to put in myself some kind of boundaries, and in this case we have already like a film camera, we're shooting in zone focusing, and we have only 36 exposure, and also a limited time around 1 hour, 1 hour and a half. Let's see what we can get then.
I tried to record my ramblings while I was shooting, but the area was so busy that the audio was completely unusable. This was my very first time trying zone focusing, and I'm not gonna lie, at the beginning it felt kind of hard. There was so much going on around me, people everywhere, too many sounds, and at the same time I was trying to understand what I was actually doing with the whole distance thing. I think I was overthinking it. I kept looking at the numbers, trying to calculate the perfect distance instead of just shooting. The result? Some photos are too dark, some are completely out of focus. So, very humbling experience. When I moved to a quieter area, I started to relax a bit more, and you can actually see that in the images. Focusing became quicker compared to my first walk with the Yashica, and that felt really good. I was still miscalculating distances sometimes, but less. I think that's just something that needs practice. Training your eye to guess distances without panicking. If you're struggling with that too, this helped me. 1 meter is about 1 big step, 2 meters is about 2 steps, 3 meters is roughly the length of a small car. 5 or 6 meters feels like across a small street.
Take a picture of you. Sorry, can I take a picture with you in it? Thanks.
Once I got to a skate park, things got more fun. I'm honestly surprised I managed to catch some of the tricks on film. I didn't want to waste too many shots repeating the same thing, but I actually ended up with some images I really like. For the last part, I went back to my comfort zone. Object, static elements, slower moments. With a self-portrait reflected in a food truck, which turned out unexpectedly interesting.
Incredibly, it's 1:14, so we did everything in 1 hour, but I'm extremely surprised. I'm going to drop my film at Photo Fusion, which is a photography center here in Boston, and hoping for the best if any of these images came out good. Well, you will see all the pictures during the video, so fingers crossed. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Ciao!